After one season with the Supertech engines, it's been all change for Arrows. For the new season, they've welcomed on board Asian Motor Technologies, or AMT, who have taken over the Formula One division of Peugeot as their engine supplier. It's a deal that fills Arrows team boss Tom Walkinshaw with optimism.
I think we've had good service from Supertech, but I think already in the work we're doing behind the scenes with Peugeot and AMT, that already we can see that there's a whole host of advantages we can get by much closer collaboration.
They've won in World Sports Cars, they've won in rallying, they've won in the 2-litre touring car series. I mean, they haven't really failed at anything.
AMT will bring us the new generation engine, fundamentally designed on our car.
Now that AMT have bought out the Peugeot Formula One division, the consortium faces a huge challenge: success in the toughest arena of motorsport. In their factory near Paris, the designers realise the commitment they have to make. Producing the engines will cost them in the region of $20 million a year.
Usually we use 2 engines on Friday. We're supposed to change the engine on Saturday for the qualification application. And we change also the engine on Sunday for the racing aspect. So in a traditional weekend of Grand Prix, we use 6 engines. To give you an idea, Formula One engines has a lifetime of about 3 or 4 hours. This is the requirement.
They are busy trying to ensure this year's engine will bring out the best in the Arrows car.
We have to show that we are a good race team, and I have to say that we have a very good relationship with Arrows.
Arrows have proved that they have a good chassis. Now AMT have to produce an engine that will work in harmony with it.
We have to, of course, in the development of a new engine, take care of the problems of the chassis application. So that's the reason we try to minimize the size and the weight of the engine and try to elaborate the most intelligent engine for the chassis applications. That's the reason in the last 2 or 3 years we have tried to decrease the weight and the size of the engine. We try to increase, of course, the power of the engine. That's one of our main goals. But in the second time, we have to take care of the reliability, because it's a compromise between performance and reliability.
Balancing performance and reliability, AMT have gone for materials that are light yet durable.
We try to have some materials with very good qualities. Very strong material, but with less weight as possible. It's why we use titanium or magnesium.
And these days, computer simulation, rather than practical experiment, gives the designers an idea of how materials and designs will work. We are using this CFD software to be sure that in the intake box of the engine, when it is mounted on the car, every cylinder of the engine will have the same mass of mixture intake. So we use this software as a virtual experiment. Basically, it's easier, quicker, and costs less to do a lot of calculations than a lot of experimentation. We come to a solution in less time and with lower cost with this virtual simulation. Peugeot supplied engines to the Prost team in 2000, and reliability was their biggest challenge, something this new partnership is addressing in the relationship with Arrows.
Yeah, we work very hard on that subject, because we had a lack of reliability for sure on the engine, but we try to solve and fix all the reliability problems on the engine, and we work with Arrows on reliability, on test bench first, and also on track.
AMT had a chance to try out their new engine in an Arrows car at a test session in Valencia. The early signs for both teams were good.
All the functions, the comms between the engine and the chassis all worked well. The oil system worked well. It was within a day of testing. It was as if we'd been working with them and the car all year.
With the good chassis and our good engine, I think we can be very fast and be in the top 6.